of the other big ones to open up their tech parks in Maharashtra?
Yeah, of course. In fact, I must tell you that the biggest investment of Amazon in data centers in Mumbai, it's in Maharashtra, and actually I still remember that we had negotiated it with them and they started it. And recently I went to Pune to Google, and we have entered into a MOU with Google. We will be partnering with them in artificial intelligence. We are creating a center of excellence in artificial intelligence with the Google. And I think when we partner with Google and when this MOU was happening, the country head of Google, he told me that now is the time when we will pitch Pune as the tech city. And he said we came to Pune, and Pune is our fastest building business in the entire history of India. So today, not just Mumbai, but Pune is tech capital. In fact, many times Pune is overshadowed because of Mumbai. But you name the technology company, or they are present in Mumbai and Pune. They are present in Pune. And it's not just Pune today. You can see technology companies in Nagpur as well. You can see technology companies in some tier 2, tier 3 cities in Maharashtra. So I think we have experienced a lot of technology investments in Maharashtra in the past. But in the future, I think we can see many more. And as government, we have been in active talks with all the technology giants to offer them good facilities. They don't require anything from the government. They just require some good governance, which of course we are committed to give. So you'll see many investments in technology. If I tell you who is coming, it's a very competitive market. My competitors will chase them. So I'll not tell you who is coming, but let me tell you, there are
if you could just hint us towards
that.
There are
2-3 very big technology companies who are coming to Maharashtra.
Lovely. So a lot of the technology entrepreneurs sitting over here have created immense wealth for the country. Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also has put out an economic goal of $5 trillion. And obviously this goal cannot be achieved without Maharashtra progressing at the same speed. What steps are being taken specifically on the economic side to build Maharashtra also so that it can add to the $5 trillion goal?
See, we mooted this idea of making Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion economy. And I think we sincerely believe that if India has to be 5 trillion, then the states like Maharashtra have to perform. They have to become a $1 trillion economy. And to chart the roadmap for $1 trillion economy, we created one economic advisory council. This EAC was actually headed by Mr. N. Chandrasekharan, who is head of Tata Sons. And 20 top CEOs from diverse fields were roped in. And for months together, they have actually worked hard. They interacted with every section of the society. They virtually went into every single district and every single strata. And then they created one report. And this first report of Economic Advisory Council has been actually submitted to the state government. It's a wonderful report. See, in any case, by business usual, Maharashtra can become a $1 trillion economy by 2031-32. We'll be passing $500 billion mark very soon, this year itself. But we can become a $1 trillion economy. But we want to advance it. We want to make Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy by 2029. And this entire EAC report is focused on how to make Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy. And now we have also created our own Maharashtra avatar of Niti Aayog, which is Maharashtra Institute for Transformation, Mitra. Mitra has been given the responsibility to do the implementation of this report. And all the stakeholders have been brought together. And I'm very sure that with this focus strategy, also the focus is not just, we can reach the $1 trillion economy mark just by investing more in MMR region, because it's the fastest growing region. but that will create a huge disparity in the state. So our focus is a sectoral focus, where we are actually also creating opportunities in districts. Those districts which have been left out are also being brought into the main fold, and we have created a strategic plan, investment plan for every district. In fact, we have been investing in every district, but I think it was not focused on creating jobs, on creating infrastructure, on creating livelihood opportunities. Now it's a strategy where we'll be doing it more, so that the investment is an investment which will actually create value and wealth. And I think with this focused approach, and of course, use of technology is very important, because today all of us know that technology is an enabler which can actually, it's a force multiplier. It can leapfrog you. So using the technology, we are trying to make Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy by 28-29. In fact, our CAGR has been nearly 10 for last 10 years, barring the COVID years, because in the COVID years, of course, we had negative growth. So I think it's absolutely possible, and we have started working on it.
Technology as a leapfrog. There was a very interesting line you mentioned in one of the interviews with Lokmat, that technology would be the only way to improve governance and reduce corruption. Has that actually come into place even as the Chief Minister or Deputy Chief Minister? Has that really become part of the government? If there are any examples of how you've used technology to improve governance for your cabinet?
I think this mantra of tech-led governance has been given by our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, who by creating a trinity of mobile, Aadhaar and DBT, he actually transformed the way we used to deliver our services. Today we have a impeccable record of service delivery without corruption because of use of technology. I'll just tell you one example. In Maharashtra, when I took over as Chief Minister, we encountered one scholarship scam. What was this scam? Now we give scholarships to various people from marginalized society, and the ghosts were created. So those people who actually took the scholarship,
and those
they were
never
non-existent.
existed.
Only their names. I mean, I don't know, even Amitabh Bachchan would have got a scholarship in one of the registers. So that was the case. So we actually started, using the digital intervention, and we started DBT. We actually brought every single student on DBT platform. We actually made their Aadhaar cards compulsory, and with those Aadhaar accounts, we started giving money directly into those accounts. So at the first instance, all the ghost accounts were taken off. But then we actually encountered a very typical situation where the colleges or the principals, they came to us and they said, it's good that you are giving all the money in their accounts, but now the problem is that they are using that money elsewhere and they are not paying the fees. And when we tell them that you pay your fees, they start agitating. Now this was one more problem. So again we resorted to technology, and we created a wallet for every single student with a intervention that money goes to his account, but he can only pay to the college. If he does not pay to the college, money comes back to the government. And the entire scholarship scam was over, and it was such a transparent system by which we are able to give the scholarship. So we did it in around 300 government schemes. 300 government schemes were actually brought on end-to-end digital platform, where anybody can access those schemes sitting at the home. And there is no because we know that technology is a leveler. It's actually doesn't recognize as whether it is Rishi or whether it is Devendra. Actually, everybody is in virtual queue, first in, first out. So I think technology is something which actually brings a lot of transparency. It brings a lot of efficiency, and that's what we could bring. Our war room, which we created, it was a concept where every single project was tracked through technology, and not just tracked, but all the stakeholders were brought on a single table. So, for a project which used to get approval in, let's say, 3 years, started getting approval in 3 months. I think this use of technology has changed the way we used to govern. And I'm sure that, I'm not satisfied as yet. There are many things we need to do. But every day that is changing. Now today, with the use of AI, lot of governance will change. We are trying to use AI for social good. And I think in days to come, there will be a rapid change in how we govern.
I've seen actually the war room. It's beautiful costumes here. I've seen how
Costume has been responsible for the war room for many years.
I've seen quite a few projects, the way the war room's actually continuously looking at these projects. We're now going to open it to the public for Q&A. We are running short on time, but maybe 2 odd questions if anybody wants to, 1 or 2 questions maybe. Sure. Can we have the mics? I thought you wanted to ask a question.
Hello, sir. Very good afternoon to you. As a proud Mumbaiker, it's great to see that, Mumbai has transformed into the city that we would all love to live in. Infrastructure is getting better, our women are safer, digital adoption is across the streets, and just wanted to check with you, what are the initiatives that we will be undertaking in terms of tech to make the city greater?
I could not hear you in terms of
what was the last line?
The tech initiatives that we will be undertaking to make Mumbai greater.
Yeah, I think as I have mentioned that with this Trans-Harbour link, we have got extended Mumbai. And we are building this extended Mumbai on few themes. And one of the theme will be a technology-based theme. We want to create an entire smart city which is technology-based, where we want to look at all the technology businesses. We want to create entire ecosystem for all tech-based businesses. And we have already started planning for that.
Thank you.
We've got one more question.
One last question.
One last question. We've got somebody at the front row.
Hello, sir. My name is Sai. I'm here to represent Metaverse 911, a company on the Metaverse consulting space. And I flew down from Hyderabad just for this event. On the standpoint of the megapolis Metaverse, how do you think education will be impacted, like education industry will be impacted? Are there any initiatives in terms of making VR education more user-friendly, wherein I think where Metaverse is lacking right now is user adoption. I think what are the initiatives are being taken on this front?
I think that's a very good question, because you see, the biggest benefit of technology is in the field of education and healthcare. Today, we cannot take best of the educators to travel to the rural areas, or best of the doctors to travel to the rural areas. But actually using technologies, we can bring them closer to these experts. That's what we have started. So the initiative of smart classrooms or smart ITIs, now in Mumbai with the help of Axis Bank, we have created a very beautiful tool room for ITIs. And we have actually joined all the ITIs to this tool room. And based on digital intervention, all these new technologies can be transferred to the students who are sitting in their ITIs, in their respective cities or villages. So I think education is something where this entire IT revolution and AI revolution is going to change the entire space. And we are actually leveraging on these changes.
You know, we've got a last segment, Devendraji, we've got a fun quick fire round for you. Let me tell you that these questions haven't been shared with Devendraji, so let's see how fast he can actually reply. And so the first question, obviously, all the questions have been around technology, Mumbai, Maharashtra, politics, just a few days back, so I'm keeping this.
Use watch. I only use mobile. And
Android or iOS?
Of course, iOS.
Of course, iOS. So who's the most savvy political leader you've come across?
I think it's our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, because he uses absolutely every technology in the meaningful way.
You know, your favorite infrastructure project in Mumbai, Coastal Road, Mumbai Metro or the Atal Setu?
Oh, it's very difficult to choose, but I would say that Atal Setu has been an engineering marvel. But as the underground metro comes, it will be another engineering marvel. And the biggest engineering marvels will be our, tunnels, which will connect east and west part of Mumbai.
Which project had the biggest impact in Mumbai?
Every single project. But biggest impact, I would always say, will be the Atal Setu, the Trans-Harbour Link.
मुंबईचा वडापाव और नागपूरची तरी पोहा?
Of course, Nagpurचा तरी पोहा.
Who's more tech savvy? Your daughter Divija, wife Amruta ji, or yourself?
Of course, Divya. I mean, this generation is born with technology, so they are always ahead of us. I mean, we have to learn a lot from them. So if I encounter any problem using technology, I go to her.
So technology advice you seek from your daughter?
Yeah, I do.
Any example, like anything that you went for the last time, that the government's in problem, can you help us with?
Not that way, but she advises me about, my social media platforms and what I should do and what I should not do.
Okay. Any new gadget that you recently used which you thought was mind-blowing?
The VR which recently I used, it's
for the
such
metaverse.
for the metaverse, it's such a gadget. I mean, you are there. You are there. It's wonderful.
Human intelligence or artificial intelligence?
Human intelligence will always precede artificial intelligence. You see, artificial intelligence is a tool. It's like a horse which you have to ride. So if you are confident, then your horse cannot betray you. If you are not confident, then your horse will, carry you to some place and then it will make you fall. So I think the human intelligence will always precede.
Thank you so much, Devendraji, for
Thank you.
taking
It was
our
wonderful
time.